Book 1 Chapter 12. On the birth of Pururava. Suta said, O Maharshis, the son of the above-mentioned Buddha is the greatly religious Pururava, known for his charitable disposition and his readiness to perform sacrificial acts. He was born of a Kshatriya woman named Ila. I will now describe how this Pururava was born of Ila and Buddha. Kindly listen. In days of yore, there was a king named Sudyumna, who was known for his truthfulness and exceptional ability to keep his senses under control. Once upon a time, adorned with beautiful earrings, carrying an extraordinary bow named Ajgab, and holding a quiver full of arrows on his back, the king set out on a hunt in the forest, riding a horse born in the country of Sindhu, accompanied by a few of his ministers. While exploring the forest, the king hunted various animals, including bucks, hares, boars, rhinoceroses, bison, buffaloes, young elephants, shriemer deer, wild fowl, and many other creatures suitable for sacrificial purposes. Thus, he ventured deep into the interior of the forest. This divine forest, adorned with rows of mandara trees, lay at the foot of Mount Sumeru. The beauty of the forest spread far and wide, enhanced by the abundance of various trees and flowers. In some areas, there were Ashoka creepers, Vakula, Sal, Tal, Tamal, Champak, Panasa, Mango, Nip, Madhuka, pomegranate, coconut, euthika, plantain, kunda creepers, and numerous other trees and blossoms. Elsewhere, bowers formed by Madhavi creepers added to the forest's charm, radiating brilliance and beauty all around. The forest was graced with lakes and reservoirs teeming with swans, karandavas, and other aquatic birds. The bamboo trees along their banks, filled with a gentle breeze, produced sweet, melodious sounds. In many parts of this blissful forest, bees hummed sweetly, enchanting and delighting the hearts of all who ventured there. Now, the Rajarshi Pradyumna was greatly gladdened in his heart upon seeing the interior of the forest, resonating with the cooing of cuckoos and adorned with various lovely flowers. However, as soon as he entered, he was transformed into a woman, and his horse also turned into a mare. This sudden transformation left the king deeply anxious. He began to think repeatedly, "What is this? How has this come to pass?" Overwhelmed with shame and sorrow, he pondered deeply, asking himself, "What am I to do now? How can I, in this condition as a woman, return to my home? How shall I govern my kingdom? Alas, who has deceived me in this way?" Hearing these astounding words from Suta, the rishis said, "O Suta, you have mentioned that King Sudyumna, equal to a god, has been turned into a woman. This is indeed very strange. Therefore, O Suvrita, what is the reason for his being turned into a mare? Kindly describe in detail what that noble king did in the forest." Suta said, "Once upon a time, Sanaka and other rishis went to this forest to pay a visit to Shankara, their holy aura illuminating the 10 directions. At that moment, Bhagavan Shankara was engaged in amorous dealings with Shankari, the beautiful Devi Ambika, who was then unclothed and sitting on Shankara's lap, became deeply ashamed upon seeing the rishis. She quickly stood up, hurriedly put on her garments, and remained there shuddering with great shame and sensitivity. The rishis too, upon witnessing them in such a state, quickly left and went to the hermitage of Naranarayana. Then Bhagavan Shankara, noticing Shankari's extreme sensitivity, said, "Why are you so bashful and shy? I am doing this now to bring you pleasure. O beautiful one, from today onward, any man who enters the precincts of this forest will instantly be transformed into a woman." O Munis, although the forest offered every delight to all, its curse caused those who knew of it to carefully avoid entering. No sooner did King Sudyumna, out of ignorance, entered the forest, than he and his attendants were instantly transformed into women. There could be no doubt about this. The king, overwhelmed with great care and anxiety, did not return to his palace out of shame. Instead, he began wandering to and fro along the outskirts of the forest. He later became known as the woman Ila. One day, while Buddha was wandering at his will, he came across the beautiful Ila amidst the pastures, surrounded by other women. Captivated by her beauty and graceful gestures, Buddha became passionately drawn to her. Similarly, Ila, upon seeing the handsome Buddha, the son of Chandradeva, desired to have him as her husband. Their mutual affection grew so intense that they consummated their love there. Thus, Bhagavan Buddha conceived Pururava in Ila's womb, and, in due time, Ela gave birth to her son Pururava in that forest. With an anxious heart, she then recalled her, or rather, his, family priest, Vasistha Deva, while still in the forest. Vasistha Deva, seeing the distressed condition of King Sudyumna, was moved with pity. He then pleased Mahadev, Shankara, the most auspicious of all Devas, through hymns and praises. When Bhagavan Shankara was ready to grant him the boon he desired, Vasistha Deva requested that the king be transformed back into a man, as he was before. In response, Bhagavan Shankara, honouring his promise, declared that King Sudyumna would alternate between being a man for 1 month and a woman for the next, and so on. Thus, by the favour of Vasistha Deva, King Sudyumna received this boon and returned to his kingdom to resume governance. When he transformed into a woman, he remained in seclusion, but when he became a man, he governed his kingdom. However, this change caused great anxiety among his subjects, who no longer welcomed him as they had before. Time passed in this manner until Prince Pururava grew into manhood. Then King Sudyumna handed over the kingdom to Prince Pururava, making him the ruler of the new capital, Pratishthan. He then departed to a hermitage to perform tapasya. He journeyed to a beautiful forest, adorned with a variety of trees, where he received the sacred 9-letter mantra of Bhagavati Devi from Devarshi Narada. He began to recite the mantra incessantly, his heart filled with devotion and love. After some time, the all-auspicious Devi Bhagavati, the saviour of the universe, was pleased with the king and appeared before him. She assumed a divine and beautiful form, radiant with attributes, intoxicated with divine nectar, her eyes rolling with pride, and riding majestically on her Vahana, the lion. Seeing the divine form of the Mother of the Universe, King Ila, in his current form, bowed down before her with eyes brimming with love and joyfully praised her with these hymns. O Bhagavati, how fortunate I am to witness today your extraordinary and world-renowned benignant form, which grants grace and blessings to all the lokas. Therefore, I bow down to your lotus feet, which fulfill desires and grant liberation, and are worshipped by the entire host of Devas. O Mother, who on this earth, mortal or otherwise, can fully comprehend your boundless glories, when even the Devas and Munis are bewildered in their attempts to understand them? O Devi, I am utterly astonished by your boundless glories and compassion toward the distressed, the poor, and the helpless. How can a mere human, devoid of divine attributes, comprehend your infinite qualities when even Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, Indra, Chandra, the moon, Pavna, the wind, Surya, the sun, Kuber, and the 8 Vasus are unable to fully grasp your powers? O Mother, Bhagavan Vishnu, of unrivaled brilliance, knows you only as a part of your divine essence, as Kamala, embodying Sattva Guna and fulfilling all desires. Bhagavan Brahma knows only your aspect manifested through Rajoguna, and Bhagavan Shankara perceives you as Uma, formed of Tamoguna. Yet, O Mother, none of them can comprehend your Turiya form, which transcends all the gunas. O Mother, where am I, a humble being of dull intellect and powerless? And where is your supremely propitious serenity and graciousness? Truly, such a gracious favour upon me is beyond all expectation. Therefore, O Bhavani, I have come to realize, above all, that your heart is filled with unbounded mercy, for you undoubtedly feel compassion for the bhaktas who are full of devotion towards you. O Mother, what more can I say than this? Bhagavan Madhusudana Vishnu, though married to Kamala, who is born from just a part of your divine essence, considers himself unworthy of her and is, therefore, not entirely content. The fact that he, the Adipurusha, allows his feet to be gently massaged by Kamala only confirms that he seeks to make his feet pure and auspicious for the world through the holy touch of Kamala's hands. O Mother, it seems to me that the ancient Purusha, Bhagavan Vishnu, gladly desires to be touched by your feet, like the Ashoka tree, for his own growth and pleasure. Thus, it appears that you, as if in a show of feigned anger, wish to gently press your husband, stricken by Samara, Cupid, love, who is worshipped by all the Devas and lies prostrate at your feet. O Devi, when you reside eternally on the calm and broad chest of Bhagavan Vishnu, as if resting on a beautifully adorned great cot, resembling lightning on deep, dense blue clouds, it is without doubt that he, by carrying you on his breast, has become the Lord of the universe and, indeed, your Vahana, vehicle. O Mother, if, out of wrath, you were to forsake Madhusudana, he would immediately become powerless and cease to be worshipped by anyone. It is evident everywhere that even the calmest and most serene individuals, when devoid of Shri, wealth and power, are abandoned by their relatives and reduced to a state of insignificance, lacking all qualities. O Mother, do not disregard me simply because I am a woman. Was it not true that Brahma and the other Devas, who always take refuge at your lotus feet, once had to assume youthful feminine forms while in Manidvipa? And did you not later restore them to their male forms? Therefore, O you of unbounded power, what more can I say about your greatness? Indeed, I find myself questioning whether you are truly masculine or feminine, for such is the profound mystery of your divine nature. O Devi, whoever you may be, whether endowed with attributes or transcending them, whether male or female, I bow down to you with a heart full of devotion. O Mother, I only wish for one thing, that I may possess unwavering devotion toward you in my final state. Suta said. Thus, while praising the Devi, King Sudyumna, in the form of the feminine Ila, sought refuge in the World Mother. The Devi, greatly pleased by his devotion, granted him union with her own self. In this way, the king attained the highest and most steadfast state, a place so rare that even the Munis seldom achieve it, through the grace of the prime force, the Devi Brahmame. Thus ends the 12th chapter of the first book on the birth of Pururava in the Mahapurana Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharshi Vedavyasa.